now we're going to be looking at 119. Yeah, 119. Let's check it out. Union Pacific RR. This is interesting.
So, you're looking at the tender of the 119. So the 119 was a coal burner. So the Union Pacific, what did it have behind it? Did it have big forest behind it? Nope. So they went with coal because coal is actually more efficient than wood in powering locomotives. So how far could it get on one tender full of coal? 90 to 100, maybe even 150 miles. So coal is a lot more efficient. They were crossing the plains. They didn't have the trees to work with. So they were able to choose coal as a power. They had West Virginia behind them, Ohio. They found coal beds in Wyoming and Utah. So coal was the preferred power. What you're looking at right here, you're looking at a 19th century billboard. So people ask, really, were they created this ornately? And the answer is yes, they were painted. It's the Victorian era. It was the Gilded Age. So if you had wealth, you showed it off. And do you want to ride on a just jet black locomotive that has no styling to it whatsoever? Or do you want to go with a shiny thing that looks like it came straight out of Disneyland?
I don't care.
You just want something that moves. So that's why all this kind of ornate coloring here, that actually would be is actually what was on the originals. Follow me up here and we'll take a look at the 119 engine. So, we decided that we wanted replicas of these. One of the agreements was that they would be within a quarter of an inch of the original. One problem with that though, no drawings except for either of the locomotives. We have one drawing for the boiler of the Jupiter, we have a few more for the 119, but we have very few original drawings for either locomotive. So how we did that is they took all the historic photographs of the locomotives and then they took known distances. Like we know that the rails are 4 feet, 8.5 inches apart. We know that this flag was this diameter or these dimensions. And they compared it against the photos. Through that, they were able to reverse engineer both of the locomotives into what you see before you today. That includes the color. So you see, we're pretty close on what we have for the paint scheme for 119. The Jupiter was actually originally painted red from when it first came out to about 1994. So I actually found a few of my grandparents' old photographs, and it's red. And I can tell from the number of Lacoste shirts in the photographs, it was taken in the 80s. A lot of pastel in there. One thing that we were not able to figure out, though, is what is supposed to be on the right side of the sand dome up here. So we have lots of photos of the left side, and it's Johnny Appleseed. It makes sense for a locomotive that's crossing the plains. Johnny Appleseed walking or going across the plains, sowing apple seeds. But every single historic photograph we found, someone is standing right here, and we can't figure out what this mural is.
Oh my God!
So, at O'Connor Engineering and at Disney, they got together and figured, okay, what would make sense? And they went with Jim Bridger, the Mountain Man. So, that's why Jim Bridger, the Mountain Man, is on this side of the sand dome. That actually does contain sand. It's also pressurized, and you can see it can be actuated from the cockpit. But if you needed extra traction on the rails, it's icy, it's wet, you're trying to get a heavy load up a mountain, you just need extra traction. You energize that, it actually does shoot out sand onto the rails, so you got that little bit of traction, so you can get going.
I think you're supposed to hold a lever or handle it, and then it goes backwards and to come to here and shoot onto the.
That'll do it.
Because if stays on something wet, it stays on.
So,
Wet and wet.
if you remember the smokestack from the Jupiter, and that was that big funnel, and then you look at this one, it's really skinny. The reason why that is, the Jupiter being a wood burner, you had a problem with embers going up and going at. So what's behind you in a locomotive? Cars. And what are cars made out of?
Wood.
Wood. And also, have you ever heard the term wrong side of the tracks? Wrong side of the tracks is anywhere downwind of the tracks, or downwind of the train, because that's where you're actually going to get grass fires and forest fires. So that's where that actual term came from. With Jupiter, that has that